Hey everybody, Peter Pop Art is back with another fun video for you guys. The previous one, we did robot number one, and now for this one, we are going to be doing robot number two. Now remember, just like we did with robot number one, if you drew a little bit too dark and you needed to take a pause, right now is the time to maybe either lighten up your structure drawing, which is what all of this is, or redraw it real quick. And all you got to do is push pause, and then when you get it redrawn, push play again. I'll take a moment right now to wait for you. And I'm assuming you're back and you are ready to go. So, with this robot, this guy is huge. He's kind of bulky and, you know, bulky and all of that stuff. So, I'm going to make a few adjustments here and there as we go along. But to start off, I want to start drawing our robot's head. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make him look kind of silly. So we're going to start him off with a nose and goggles for eyes. And like I said, you don't have to draw this if you don't want to. Draw whatever you want. But make sure that you guys are definitely doing something artistic while you guys have this video on. And make sure your parents get the break that they need right now. So here is our robot's chin. And we have our robot's goggles. And let's give him the top of a head. There we go. And we'll go back in and do the eyes later when I kind of get a feel for this guy a little bit more. Give him one of those big necks that have those rings around it. This way it looks like it'll move. And for the upper part of his body, his chest, I'm going to keep this big bulky shape going. I'm going to undo that a little bit, try to fix up these lines as I go. So I do this kind of quick and on an angle. And there we go. So now we got the sides. And what I want to do is go up over here, go back down. This way, kind of looks like he's got a little bit of an abdomen area. And I'm going to draw lines that go all the way down to his hips, kind of cut in. And I'm going to draw more of those curves. So I'm really using the underline drawing as a real structure for this part. And I'm adding to it as we go along. So there we go. So now we have that worked in. And I'm going to give this guy some sort of detailing. It's definitely some sort of space robot that does stuff, at least in my head. And let's give him some sort of detail over here. And remember, we're going to go in and render him out a little bit. Right now, what we're doing is just giving him his basic shapes. I'm going to go and give him large shoulder pad type things over here, where his arms would be inserted in. And remember our basic shapes. So over here is a ball to show where he would rotate from. I'm going to meet up his arms a little bit, making them a little bit bigger. And for this arm, I'm going to move it up a hair. All right. Now the joint is going to be a repeat of the ball, because it just works so well. And it also gives the visual impression that it can articulate. Let's see if I can minimize this a little bit. And I'm going to go in and out, in and out for the forearms. And yet again, I'm going to go in, out, and I'm making some adjustments as I go along. in, out. When you work digitally, you can make very easy corrections on the fly. So it's kind of a huge benefit. When you work on paper, you can as well, but you got to make sure you don't press too dark and too heavy. Otherwise, you start to run the risk of damaging your paper. So let me adjust myself on my chair over here. Now, let's see. For hands, what kind of hands would a big robot have? I'm thinking big hooks. There we go. Give it a joint over here. Notice the curved shape. I think the proportions are slightly off, but we're doing this quick, and we're doing this to have fun, so it's okay. Now the hips, I really like the previous design from robot number 1, so I'm going to emulate that over here for the most part, but I'm going to also introduce the cuff that we've got going on over here, like the shoulder pad. Whoop, went the wrong way on that one. Or did I? Nope. Undo a lot. Go back in. There we go. That looks better. All right. Now this over here, I'm just going to keep this basic shape with a big kneecap. All right. This guy looks like he's heavy, so he's going to have some real thick legs. All right, and that's key. There you go. I'm going to clean up the one line. All right, now for the lower part of the leg, I'm going to really change the design up over here and give him big, thick legs that go right into his feet. There we go. So this guy's looking kind of fun. I really like this guy, actually. I think he's really, really kind of cool looking. Now let's go in and kind of see what kind of details we can add. Going to give him one and another eye over here. That way it kind of looks like he can see stuff, and go in and shade that rim. Going to keep the light source the same as it was in the previous one. So I'm going to just kind of shade him out a little bit. Man, I hope everybody's having a good, safe time out of school right now, and everybody is, if you haven't started doing your digital learning, I hope you guys are ready for it. And for those of you that have started it, I hope you guys are really getting a lot out of it and listening to your parents and your teachers and really doing the right thing. It's it's super important that you kids are really helpful, and and for the parents, what you guys are doing and juggling, work as well as doing this. I really know how difficult it is, so oops, I didn't mean to hit the microphone, but I really know how difficult it is, and you guys are, I'm sure, are doing a wonderful job, and I know it's stressful, and yeah, just keep up the great work, guys. And when this is all over, everybody's going to come out a lot, stronger, smarter, and more resourceful than ever. If you're lucky, you'll come out of it with an even better relationship with your kids. So, and the same for the kids. You guys will have a better relationship with your parents, hopefully. So over here, I'm giving this upper chest plate area a nice 3D look. And I'm going to go and just kind of add some sort of shadowing here. just to make it look like there's some weight and that it's ribbed, kind of like a pool pump hose. It's kind of the only thing that I got on my mind that kind of has that shape. So, all right, so now we got that. And let's give him a line right down the middle. And let's give him some sort of detailing over here, maybe some lights. Give him some detailing over here. There we go. Excuse me. Has some shadows. You know, plus they're metal, so I'm trying to give it a little bit of a reflective touch. You know, something that's just fun and different and, you know, stuff that looks visually interesting to draw the viewer in a little bit. And over here, I'm giving another little detail. And just shade that a little bit. A little bit over here. A little bit over here. I'm going to go back to the arm. And I'm just keeping with the basic flow of where some of the shadowing would be. I'm going to go add another detail over here. Maybe that's where the piece would connect. Remember, I'm just kind of putting this together, kind of like a rough concept. There we go. Nice. This is just kind of feeling good. It's coming along fun. I'm sure everybody's is looking super awesome. If you probably hear my kids jibber jabbering in the back. Ah, there we go. They're just being kids, having fun, making all sorts of noises. So there we go. Add some shadows, some more detail. Go in and shape the knees up a little bit. And then over here, I'm going to go down, and now just kind of keep that curved shape going with our shadows. And let's give it a little bit of a tread over here inside the hand, kind of like a little toothy feel. For additional grip. And then add some shadow for where the forearm part fits over. Don't forget the part of the grip on the hand over there. And then just a little bit of a shade. Just a pretty simple metallic look and feel. And then all I want to add is a little bit of a shadow underneath this guy to show that he's got some weight. There you go. This looks and feels fun to me. I like this guy. Who knows? I might end up taking this guy to a completed stage at a later date. Just adding a little bit more detail. See, I want to keep tinkering with this guy. That's why when I know I like something. All right. Well, look at that. Two of these guys fully rendered. All right, now listen, let's see, where's the other one? That's not it. This one is robot number 3, and we are going to be working on robot number 3, excuse me, in our next video. So, what I need everybody here to do for me and for you and for your parents is like and subscribe to this channel. All right. Watch all the videos, like all the videos, spread the word with your friends that are not in school right now, which is everybody. Tell them to watch these, especially if they love art. Let their parents know. And go to peterpopart.com, go to the Grumpity Grump section. I haven't added any more coloring book pages, but if this is the first one you're seeing, if you go to grumpygrump.com, I'm sorry, if you go to peterpopart.com and go to the Grumpity Grump tab, in that tab you will see coloring book pages. Click on it and you can download those images and color them either digitally or with crayons or color pencils or markers. If you are having fun with these pieces that you're doing, go to Instagram and post them on there and use the hashtag PeterPopArt or the hashtag PeterPopArtAgency. Everybody, I hope you are all safe and happy and not driving everybody crazy. And I look forward to seeing all of you in the next video coming in a couple of days. Be safe, everybody.